UFC Paris was not a great event for your boy, as we obviously have to rip up our Locky Trinity and Locky two-step tickets due to a very poor performance from your boy overall. I believe I went 7 of 14 on picks that night in terms of predictions, and obviously the Locky two-step and Locky Trinity got caught in the crossfire of that as well. So we have to rip up our ticket. The Joanderson Brito leg, I thought he won the fight, but a much closer fight than I was actually anticipating it to be. Matt Frivola, I think we saw the best version of Ferricium that we've ever seen, and I really thought that we would see more success from Frivola in the wrestling room. That did not end up happening. And then Umar C, he goes out there and he does the damn thing, but unfortunately, again, the other two legs don't come through for us, so we have to rip up both tickets there. But I got a UFC 307 Locky two-step and Locky Trinity parlay for you guys. Hopefully, we can turn things around and get the good juju of the Contender series from this past week and roll it on into this card. All right, without wasting too much time, let's get right into it. First step up is going to be Joaquin Buckley coming in against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and I think it's been encouraging to see the maturity and growth in Joaquin Buckley's game, specifically with his wrestling and ability to control opponents from that top position. He showed it in his last fight against Sultan Uziboev, who's a very dangerous striker, and he was able to keep him on his back for the majority of that fight and then chip away at him and win that fight on the scorecards. And I expect him to do the same thing here against Wonderboy, who we know what the blueprint is to beat a guy like Wonderboy. Get him to the ground, keep him away from his point fighting karate style, and from there you should be able to muster up enough control time and damage from top position to end up getting the win. And I think that's what we'll see from Buckley in this spot. The second step in the Locky two-step is actually going to be Kevin Holland. Now, he's coming in against Roman Dolidze, and I'm kind of surprised the line is as close as it is. Normally, I do like to go out there and fade Holland, but I think that this is a great stylistic matchup for him. I think he's the superior striker, and even though Dolidze might be the slightly more aggressive fighter here, I think that's going to leave openings for Holland to chip away at him, pick him apart from distance, land his cleaner and more accurate shots down the pipe, and I think he's going to hurt Dolidze repeatedly throughout this matchup. Dolidze, hard to put away, good durability. I ultimately think we see Holland win this on the scorecards, but as long as he gets a dub any which way, and so does Buckley, we can cash this Locky two-step. Now, when I dropped it to the Patreon folks earlier this year, another perk in terms of hopping onto the MMA LOTN Patreon page, they were able to get plus 148. As of right now, as of this recording, that has now dropped to plus 139. So not a huge difference there, but still a difference that could likely add up in the long term. Again, that is another great reason to drop on to the MMA LOTN Patreon page. All right, let's get to the Locky Trinity here, and to complete it, we're going to turn our eyes to the first fight of the night between veterans, and I'm going to go with Tim Means here, as I think he is a superior fighter to Court McGee at this stage of their careers. McGee is normally a grinder who utilizes his volume and cardio to overwhelm opponents, but we have seen him get picked apart and touched up by, even worse strikers than Tim Means, specifically in his last fight against Alex Morono, where Morono made a bad mistake in the second round, which allowed McGee to win that round, but he still managed to win rounds 1 and 3 strictly off of striking, and I think we'll see Means be able to do the same thing. The durability has been an issue for Means in the past, but I don't think McGee produces enough power or threat in the striking realm for us to worry too much here, and I think we'll see Means do a good job in terms of putting on a classic Tim Dirty Bird Means performance as he chips away and picks apart Court McGee en route to a decision victory. When I dropped it to the Patreon folks earlier this week, they were able to lock in at plus 278. It has dropped roughly about 10 points. As of right now, you can get it at plus 268. There you guys go. Locky two-step, Locky Trinity, free parlays for you guys. Hopefully we're able to cash them this weekend. I will see you guys again later today for the 3 best prop bets for UFC 307. Peace.